In this screencast, I'll show you how to run the latest Rails. In fact, I'll be running it from the master branch in GitHub. You must be wondering, why do I want to do this? This helps me keep up with the development in Rails, and let's face it, it's just fun. Okay, let's start by checking out the latest code from the GitHub. And just a quick note, I'm using Ruby 2.0. The next thing I need to do is install the gems, and since I have both Postgres and MySQL and every other thing that actually required by Rails installed and running, all I have to do is just do bundle install. Now that we have the Rails code checked out, let's create a Rails app using the Rails command from the checkout. The key thing here is that we are passing --dev. Next is same thing that I always do with a project. First, create a gem set for this particular project and bundle. Let's start the server to see if everything's working. As you can see, the app starts fine and it shows that I'm running 4.1.0 beta version of the Rails. Just to show you that the code is being executed from my local checked out code, let me change something that will throw an exception. In this case, I'll make the action control throw an exception as it starts. And as you can see, when I start the server again, it throws an exception. Okay, so let me change back to where it was, and then let me show you something really neat. As I showed you from my previous screencast on how I develop, I use ctext to navigate through the source code. Let me show you how to index the Rails code along with this Rails app. In order to do that, I'm issuing this command. Here I'm telling ctext to index everything in current directory as well as my Rails source. It also tells to exclude anything in Git directory or the logs. So let's see the code for protect from forgery method. And just going under the method and hitting for my Mac command right bracket, it takes me to that source code. So this is how I really create an application and play with the Rails source code to figure out what is being changed and what's coming down the pipeline. And with existing applications, I could also, once again, if there are anything that I need to look up, I could just look up the code right from my application.